She said, Tony, my daughter's looking to get into the market. Are you able to just have a quick conversation with her about kind of what to do and what not to do? I just got off the phone with a past client of mine, someone who I helped her buy a home about 15 years ago. And it's going to come full circle now because her daughter wants to get into the market now, which is always very cool to be able to speak to a client and then now be able to working with their kids. I remember when her daughter was yay high. But anyways, she asked a great question. She said to me, she said, Tony, my daughter's looking to get into the market. Are you able to just have a quick conversation with her about kind of what to do and what not to do? And I said, absolutely, I would love to. So some of the things that buyers, especially first-time home buyers, have to be aware of is don't get too fixated on the interest rates, but focus more on what your payment is going to be. Too many people, I think, get caught up on, is it 3%, is it 4%, is it 5%? And they completely forget about what that percentage represents on their monthly, how much it costs on a monthly basis to pay that mortgage. The other thing that I told her was, on top of the payment, also look at if you end up buying a condo, what are the condo fees? And do the condo fees include anything? Do they include utilities? Do they include any sort of amenities to the building, to the complex? So those things are always very, very important. Keep in mind, condo fees cannot be put into your mortgage as a qualifier. So that will work against you. Whoever is doing the mortgage for you, whether it's a traditional bank or a credit union or another lender, they will not use the condo fees as part of your approval. That is on top, and the ratios will work against you. So these are a couple of things to keep in mind. Also, my recommendation to her was always make your offer based on comparables. Doesn't matter if the market starts to go really high or if we start to go into huge bidding wars, always be patient and try to make your offer based on comparables. And the best example that I gave her was in 2021 and 2022, when homes were going 200, 300,000 above the asking price. Many of those people are now trying to sell and they simply cannot afford to do so. Like, for example, there's an instance of a client that purchased a townhouse for $1 million. They've got a mortgage on it of approximately $800,000, and today that townhouse is not worth $1 million. It's worth maybe $825,000 if they're lucky. And in those 2 or 3 years that they've owned the property, they've maybe only paid the mortgage down from $800,000 down to probably like $797,000. So they cannot even afford to sell. And that was a very unusual time in the market, and homes were going well above the asking price. And so I am cautioning all our clients, our buyers, just make your offers conditional on financing, and also make sure you run the comparables and don't get too caught up in crazy bidding wars. There's lots of inventory out there for you as a first-time home buyer. And I'll leave off with this. I'll leave off with a couple of points. Number one, I love home inspections. Make sure you get a home inspection. Get a good inspector that's got a lot of experience. That could make the biggest difference whether you choose to move forward with a house or choose to walk away from a house. There's ways to get your home inspection ways to get your home inspection done without you necessarily putting it into your offer, especially in a multiple offer situation. These things are very, very important. The other thing that comes to mind, of course, is to local knowledge. Like if I go to, for example, Toronto or to Ottawa, I don't know those markets. I cannot personally represent a buyer in those specific markets. I don't know what the values truly are. I don't know what the environmental factors are. I don't know if there's something across the street that's going to impair the value of the property in the future. But I can speak confidently to everything here locally in KW and Cambridge. So I would say hire a local Waterloo region agent to help you with navigating the process out here, especially if it's your first home. Anyways, those are just some things that come to mind. See you guys.